If I can throw this thing up on here with one person and this trailer not move, I think it's going to be solid enough for me to sleep in for sure. All right, now it's just sitting on here, but this is what it's going to look like. Wow. Yeah, super solid. So this is how this thing works. Unbuckle, unbuckle. Just that easy, literally. Okay, here is the tent. I went ahead and put the shade up and put the ladder up. That ladder is made for when this tent is mounted to the top of a vehicle, so it's made to telescope out pretty far, but I think it's going to work just fine for just a couple steps up in there. But you can see there's tons of room in here. I think this thing is going to be awesome to sleep in. Nice little memory foam mattress and some storage pockets and LED light right there. So that'll be really cool. Just plug in a battery pack and it runs right off a USB portable battery. So yeah, have that. And then if, you know, put the sides up, zip the sides up whenever I'm ready. Up above there, that's a vent you can open from the top. So you can close this lower section, but still keep that open to let condensation come out. I've got a tent fan that I will be using to pull condensation out. So kind of just keeps it a little more comfortable when you're in there sleeping. So man, I'm ready to go. Let's go. This thing is awesome. Okay, so I've got the wires here for the lights, and it's a pretty simple concept, really. So you've got a white wire here up front that is going to just get screwed right into the frame of the vehicle, of the trailer. So I need to drill a hole for that, put an eyelet on here, attach it there. I'm not going to do that just yet because I want to run everything else first. So you've got yellow and brown that go down the left side, and then the green and brown that goes down the right side. So I need to run those along the frame. I'm probably going to run them up inside of here, up, and then hey guys, back out here working on things. And so yeah, I'm going to finish up the lights tonight. You can see I got all the wires run through the frame, got it all secured and everything. So got them out here. I just need to make the connections on both sides. I've got to drill a hole for the ground on the tongue up there for that ground wire. And then I'm probably going to back the bike up over here, or maybe undo everything and move the trailer so I can check the lights. I just want to make sure that they're all going to work correctly. So I'm sure they probably will, but just need to make sure. And I'm going to go ahead and secure the tent to the frame tonight. So if I can get all that done before it gets dark, I guess it really doesn't matter if it's dark. Anyway, I want to take this thing for a test drive tonight, just see how it does. So I did check the tongue weight. It is very light the way it sits right now. So I may shift a little bit more weight towards the front to make sure I've got a good amount of weight, not too much on the motorcycle. I believe that the tongue weight max is 70 pounds for the Goldwing. I need to check that again. But I believe, I know right now I'm under 70 pounds. I know that for a fact. But I want to try and keep as much weight up forward as I can, because that way it'll keep it from swaying back here. And then I guess I also need to think about the fact that I'm probably going to have things stored up in the front here too. So that's going to put weight up there. So I guess I need to be a little bit mindful about that. The good thing about this, the way this mounts, there are mounting tracks underneath the tent. So if I find out I've got too much tongue weight, I could just loosen those bolts up and pull the trailer back if I needed to. So it might be a good idea to maybe carry some tools that would allow me to change that on the fly if I needed to. So, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the lights. Well, another beginner YouTube fail for me. I just did a cool little segment on, wiring this all up and how these little connectors work. And yeah, I didn't do a video. I actually just took a picture and then, talked to my phone for the next 5 minutes while it was not recording. So anyway, so I got some of these little heat shrink tubing things. So they come in one of those kits. I'm sure you guys have seen them on Amazon. Anyway, they've got the solder in the middle, and then the ends, they seal up against the wire. So you just feed your wire in there. You heat this guy up. It melts the solder and makes the connection with the wires, and then it seals up against the wire insulation, and it keeps it from corroding and stuff. So I've seen these things before. I've never used them. I just used it for the first time. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it worked. Nice tight connection. I was able to yank on that thing pretty hard, and it's not coming apart at all. And it's really nice and tight. So yeah, is it as good as an actual solder job? I don't know. It's really well connected. So I mean, probably not the best, but it is absolutely going to work for what I'm using it for. So yeah, anyway, so if you're wondering about those things, they work pretty good. So I just zip tied this out of the way. I got my ground to the post there. So what I need to do now is attach this white wire to ground. So it's got a ground somewhere here on the chassis. All right, there we go. It's all secured. Looks pretty decent. So with that, the trailer wiring is done. I think I'm going to get the motorcycle, maybe back it up here and see if I can hook it up. Fail. Wonder if it's because of the ground. I think my problem is my grounds aren't good. Yep, that's my problem. All right, so I got to take that nut off, clean the metal underneath there so it's getting good contacts. But anyway, this confirms what's going on there. Let me just double check. Brakes. Turn signals. It all works. Sweet. All right. So I got to fix those grounds and then I'm good. There we go. We got a good ground. Lights work. So I think what I need to do now is I got to get this guy off of here because I have to drill the holes in the frame to actually mount this guy. So I need to get this off of here. That's also going to make it a little easier to put the floor in and secure the floor. So I was really hoping I didn't have to take it off again, but yeah, got to. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Let's see. And I have to lift it off this way because that end is the part that opens, and I really don't want to damage my locking mechanisms or handles. Back here, we've got some pretty beefy hinges that it can sit on, so that's why I'm going this direction. No problem. Ugh. Well, I'm striking out big time tonight. I didn't have the trailer in the middle of the frame when I was recording. So you didn't get to see me screw in these self-tappers. You didn't miss much. Anyway, they're in. The floor is very solid. Very happy with that. So next, I need to measure the distance between those rails there and then drill my holes. Make sure I got everything centered. Come in, drill my holes, front and rear. Tent came with the screws to make that happen. I believe they're right here. Yes, indeed. Would you looky there? They even gave me a wrench. A ratcheting 13 millimeter. That's nice. They slide into here. You know what? It's getting a little dark in here. Let's get some light going. God said, let there be lights. And there was. Let me know in the comments, is it best to drill a pilot hole before you use one of these Christmas tree bits? I don't know. Let me know what you think. My buddy Chris is texting me stuff about campsites. In 2 weeks, not this weekend, next weekend, he and I are going to jump on our bikes and we're going to head to West Virginia, find a campsite, camp. We don't even know where we're going to go, and then get up the next morning, Saturday morning, go over to Shanksville, PA, where the Flight 93 memorial site is. going to check that out. I've been wanting to see that. So we talked about that today. And I think we're both pretty excited to, well, excited, is that the right word? We're both honored to go see that. So, and then figure out where we're going to go from there. Camp Saturday night and then get up Sunday and ride back. And our aim on this trip is to just check out cool stuff, whatever we can get into, whatever we find, you know. So Chris has an adventure bike. He has a Yamaha Tenere right now, and he is actively looking for another one. I don't know why. The bike he has is really nice, but anyway, so that's the plan. You know, but I got to get through this weekend first before we do that. We're probably going to put on 600 or 700 miles, maybe more than that. Who knows? But anyway, so that's what's going on. I think the pilot hole is the way to go. I've used this thing before without drilling a pilot hole, and it takes forever to get started. Definitely the way to go. It's the first time. I've never had one of those. Yeah, that did kind of hurt a little bit. All right, got the holes drilled. I am going to go ahead and throw the fenders on real quick. That'll make it easier to be able to do this right here without having the tent on. So go ahead and get these things installed. There we go. We got fenders. Okay. Fail number 3 tonight. I forgot to keep my phone charged and it died. So, yeah. Anyway. Got the fenders mounted. They're on good. So, gonna put the tent on and get it bolted down. And I apologize for the sound. I know the sound is low. I can't charge my phone and use the lapel mic at the same time. So I won't talk that much. So what I'm going to do is lift the tent up and slide these in at the position they need to be, and then they'll just drop right into the holes in the frame and put the nut on and be done. Do the 2 here, 2 there. Beautiful. Well, the bolts that they gave me have a shank on them that is too long, and I'm going to need some to stack some washers. The right thing to do is go to the store and get the right size bolts, or just stack more washers. So it just so happened I've got some really thick washers that are going to be perfect for this. And yes, I know. But hey man, I'm not going to the store at 8:45. So before I snug those down, I want to check the tongue weight just to see where it's at. If I need to move this now, I want to do it before I get it out on the road. So I'm going to take the tension off of this back jack and then see what we're at. Oh yeah, I think that's perfect. Yeah, it doesn't take much at all to lift that. It's probably not even 50 pounds. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I wanna try it lighter than heavier. And obviously when I get out on the road, I'm gonna go slow. I'll just keep building speed, you know, kind of give it a little bit of wiggle just to see if she wobbles any at all. But if I can keep the tongue weight light and she's not gonna move around on me, not gonna weave or anything, then I would rather do that, because that way when I add stuff in here, I'm not gonna put too much weight onto the Goldwing. So I'm gonna go ahead and snug these down. I'm gonna use my free Harbor Freight wrench. Ow. All right, wish me luck. Well, it was interesting. It's definitely heavy. Well, I mean, it you know, of course it's heavy. I can tell it's back there for sure. The bike doesn't have any problem pulling it. Definitely got to be mindful about your stopping. There's a lot more to it, but this thing's got pretty good brakes. So I got it up to about 55 and hit a bridge with some expansion joints, and it's kind of got a little wiggly on me. I'm like, oh boy. And then I forgot about the fact that I have my suspension lowered all the way down as full soft, because it's just me that rides this thing, right? So I pumped the suspension up full hard, took it back out, I went down the street, turned back around, came and hit that joint again at about 55 or 60, and it wobbled a little bit, but it wasn't as bad. So I don't know. I don't know what I need. I'll tell you the one thing, I think I am going to give it a little bit more tongue weight and see if that helps. In just, you know, common wisdom on trailer pulling, you always want to have more weight forward than back. So I'm going to try that and see. I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm done. You know, it's after 9 o'clock. But I mean, I am thrilled. It is successful. The lights work. Everything works. She goes down the road nice and smooth. I got up to about 60, and it was pretty steady back there. So yeah, I mean, successful first tow. I'm happy. Got some tweaks to make though. So anyway, I'm gonna get this thing unhooked. I am going to park it and I'm gonna be done for the night. I think I'm gonna be done with this video. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching these videos. I hope you're enjoying this build. I am loving this build. This is so much fun. So I'm going to continue to get this thing fine-tuned. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you would, please, as I said before, I know you probably get tired of me saying, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And definitely be watching out for more videos. If I don't have another one on the trailer or anything else before the weekend, I'll be hitting the road on Friday afternoon to head to Southern Ohio for the Pelotonia Gravel Day event that's down there. I'm going to be volunteering. I'm a bike mechanic, so I got to load up a bunch of tools and all of that stuff. And I'll be staying down there Friday night, volunteering on Saturday, and then I may stay Saturday night. I don't know, but likely I'll probably just come back. But so that'll be a cool video. I'm looking forward to making that as well. So anyway, again, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.